For BlueShirtsUnited.com, I'm Jim Cerny, and come on, you couldn't take your skates off? It's not bad enough that this guy is 6 feet 6 inches tall, and now he's got the skates on. Brian Boyle, how's your summer going, buddy?
It's good. It's busy. Trying to work hard, getting excited for next season, and having a lot of fun. Coming down here is always a blast. It's been good so far. I'm kind of itching to get back at it, though.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about working with the kids at the camp coming here, and we know what the kids get out of it. Yeah. What do you get out of it?
Well, I mean, when I was growing up playing, we had sometimes we'd have guys from the NHL come out, and we'd do camps like this, pretty similar, and it was just a blast. So to have that positive influence on kids like that, it's a really good feeling. It's pretty special to be able to come down and affect them like that, and it's a responsibility to do the right thing and to be a positive role model for them too.
I know Brandon Pruss told me last year, he said that I need to do this. I need to do this for me. I love being with the kids. I love being able to give back to them, and knowing the type of guy that you are, I would assume it's very similar feelings.
Yeah, and I'm around kids quite often. There's a lot of us in my family, so whether it be my little brothers and sisters or nieces and nephews, it's something that I really do enjoy. I get a lot out of it, and hopefully I can give them something as well.
Now, I know you've been spending a lot of time at the training center, not just with the kids, but you and Barbara Underhill are working together again, working hard, starting early in the off season. Tell us a little bit about that as you prepare and kind of build your training towards training camp.
Well, it was nice to skate with Barb early, just to kind of see what I'd lost and what I kind of held on to since last summer. I was pretty happy. It was pretty positive. Barb was positive. She was impressed, I guess, with what I kind of retained and held on to. And I'm going to go up and see her again next week, and then I think sometime in August I'll see her again down here. And I'm happy about it. I was a little bit nervous to see kind of how far of a hill I had to climb with her in terms of what I had lost, but it hasn't been too bad. So now she's kind of opening the book a little bit more, and we're working on some more creative things that are putting me in some awkward positions, but it's all for the best, as it was last year. It worked out so well, and I can't thank her enough for all she's done. And again, I'm training back in Foxborough too, and with my trainer Brian McDonough, and he's done the same thing for me in the gym. So it's all coming together really nice.
It's interesting for the fans that don't get to see Barb work with you, or I've seen her work with Matt Zuccarello as well here at the TC. You guys are elite NHL players, elite athletes, and yet what she does out there on skates just puts everybody to shame. It's phenomenal what she's able to do.
It really is. It's nice to get to see what she's trying to explain when she can actually go out and do it. But if she thinks that I'm going to be able to replicate what she's doing, she's crazy. I think she knows that. But as long as we're putting ourselves in those positions, we're getting better at it, and we're working on our edges and our strides and stuff like that. It's not easy stuff, and we're not going to look as graceful as she does, but in the end it makes us better.
It's interesting, too. It catches the coach's attention. We talked to John Tortorella a week or two ago, and he said he's aware. He knows that you're out here and you're working, and a Matt Zuccarello, who's looking to better himself as well, is out here working. He didn't go back home to Norway, and he's working with Barb, working with you. Talk a little bit about the importance of that as well, and getting more teammates involved in this.
Well, I mean, in terms of what Barb can do, it's unbelievable, and I don't care how good a skater you are, she can help you no matter what. She can find a deficiency in your skating and make it better. But I think just as athletes and what we're doing, we have a responsibility to try and get better, and it's up to the player as what he wants to do, what he is comfortable doing, and trying to push himself. I think it's just no matter what kind of role you have or what position you're in, I think you want to get better every year and to make yourself as best as help the team as much as you can and put yourself in as best position as you can to start training camp and stuff like that. So that stuff, the opportunity's here for us to do it. It's we're blessed for that to happen. If she's willing to come down here, and we'd be crazy not to take advantage of it.
So you hear Brad Richards is a New York Ranger. You hear that on July 2nd. And what goes through your head? I would imagine you got to be thrilled to add him to the mix.
Oh, we're excited. I know we've all talked about it. It's a huge huge plus for us, a huge guy that can come in and do a lot of different things. As Torch talked about, I read the press releases and stuff, and just playing against a guy that dynamic is, it's just, thank God we have him on our squad, and the amount of help he can give us is just, it's going to be huge for us. So I think we're all really, really excited. Hopefully he is too.
It's interesting. I talked to Mike Sauer recently, and he said one of the things that really caught his attention was not only that Brad Richards is brought in by management, but that it's clear that management views the younger group of Rangers are set to take the next level. And by adding a Richards, it's a step that management believes that this team is ready for that next step. What does that mean to you as a player?
Well, hopefully that's hopefully it can work out that way, and hopefully I can be a part of that. That's what we all want to be. We all want to be a big part of a contributor to a team that does well and has a good run in the playoffs, and hopefully can win a Stanley Cup. And that's our goal, and when you break it down as individuals, we all want to be a part of it, and as big a part as we can. So obviously I think each of us who kind of came into our own a little bit last year have a responsibility to try and get better, to improve on last season as individuals and as a team. And I think management, coaches, they're doing what they can do and trying to put the best team on the ice, the best guys to make the New York Rangers the best team in the league. And that's we have a responsibility to try and better ourselves as best we can to make sure that we as athletes are in top shape and ready to perform at the highest level.
And quick final thought from you. Played a couple years against Mike Rupp. Now Mike Rupp is the teammate. Talk about that signing as well.
That's huge too. That's we don't have to battle him anymore. That's good. I guess in training camp and in practice every day, but the fact that he's on our side now, that's a huge plus for us. He's tough. He can play. He can add a lot of different things, and the physicality that he brings is going to be huge for us.
Well, listen, Brian, thanks for a few minutes. Get that contract signed, and we look forward to you enjoying the rest of your summer and coming back in camp.
Thanks, Jim. Will do.